Alright, y'all. Hopefully we're live now. If anybody's out there, let me know if we're working, if we're 5x5 and all that good stuff. Anyway, coming to you tonight. Trying out a new, upgraded my internet package anyway. So hopefully it'll stream a little better and not be lagging and freezing up and everything like that. So hopefully that'll work out better. We've been getting some rain here lately this week, which has desperately been needed. We've been in quite a bit of a drought here lately, which the last few years we've been getting plenty of rain, so this is kind of new to us. It's been 3 or 4 years since we've had a drought like this. So, hey Carrie, good to see you out there. Hopefully you can see and hear me okay. Everything's working and all that stuff. Yep, we're doing good, and hopefully you are too. But anyway, I spreaded some lime over my pasture the other day and did a little bit of bush hogging, some weeds and stuff that need to be cut and all of that. So hopefully now with the rain coming in, it'll pick up and start growing a little bit before the winter time comes and everything dies back off. But anyway, what can you do? Eloise, good to see you in here. Stuart, good to see y'all. Baling hay, that's a good thing to do. I was just saying, with the drought we got this year and everything, I don't know if we're going to have any fall cutting or not. If so, it's going to be really slim pickings, because we've been hit with all these heat waves and stuff, with temperatures up in the 90s and high humidity, and a lot of days the heat index was 102 or 3, something like that. So with all the dry weather we've had with that, it really putting a hurting on a lot of the grass and everything. So it's supposed to be cooler this week, and we've been getting some rain. Hey Jennifer, good to see you. Berserker 99, good to see you. Got some good rain today. We got a shower or two. We got a lot of rain last night. It came in heavy downpours, but I don't know if we'll get any more through the week or not. But at this point, we can really take all we can get. Make the pastures and maybe some hay grow for the fall cutting. Good to see you, Tamara. Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that she's sick, Tamara, but we definitely will pray about that. Yeah, I hope it's just a simple cold and nothing serious. But yeah, on our end, the garden is pretty much done with now, so just grass and the hay and everything, benefit, and just putting water back in the ground. We probably will plant some kind of cover crop on it this year and all that fun stuff, and get ready for next year. Hopefully we can have a good winter and hit the ground running again next year with the gardens and everything. And I got to do some work to my little tractor. The little blue Ford had messed up the other day. It'd been running fine, it hadn't had any problems at all until Sunday evening. We was using it, and it was running fine, and then all of a sudden it got smoking and making a bad noise, so we cut it off, and I'm not sure what it is. It's something in the motor. I hadn't really checked it out. I don't know if it's something to do with the valves or piston or something like that, but it didn't sound too good, so we'll see. I'm not real familiar with those motors, so I don't know how bad they'll be to get parts for and everything. I know they didn't make a whole lot of those models of that tractor, so finding parts might be a little difficult. The bigger tractor we got, the Massey Ferguson 65, You can find parts, any kind of parts you want all day long for that. But the smaller one here I'm not sure about, so we'll just have to see what's going on with that. But other than that, pretty normal stuff. We got another goat. If y'all seen the picture of that. And I got a square baler from the same person. We made a trade and stuff, so I got a square baler and a goat. And I don't really know a lot about square baler. I've never done any square baling myself. My dad had one when I was a kid, but then it wasn't too long he sold that and got a round baler, and that's all I grew up with is a round baler. But shouldn't be too bad, I don't reckon. We'll just have to figure it out, and probably won't make a ton of square bales anyway, mainly round bales and all. But it's nice to have a backup, and also being able to make a few square bales to feed the goats, because it's a lot easier to give them a square bale than it is to give them a big round bale, because they don't go through it as fast as cows, so they just kind of waste it and all that stuff. Well, that's good, Jennifer. I'm glad you got a good harvest out of them. Potatoes, a lot of people take and put them in a dark space, a crawl space, or something like that, and have them, spread out across something where they can vent and get air and preserve them that way. We had them down in our basement, which is dark and cool and everything, last year, but they still didn't keep very long. Some of them rotted, and a lot of them just grew a ton of eyes and stuff. But we had pretty good luck canning them. If you ever tried that, they're pretty easy to can. But anyway, getting back going here with the live stream deal. I'm not sure whether I'll move to Tuesdays like today or stay with Mondays. I made a post yesterday, and it kind of seemed like that it didn't matter a whole lot to a lot of people either day, and they kind of said it'd be good either way. So we'll see. A lot of times it looks like Mondays are kind of crazy for me, so I may go ahead with Tuesdays. That's a pretty good one there, Berserker. I'll have to remember that. Jennifer, Cannon's not really too much to it once you get familiar and used to it. I hear you on that. My grandma, she lived in a trailer and everything, which she still does, but she had an old building out there in the yard, and it was I don't remember if it's insulated or not. I mean, it's better than like a stick barn, but it's more like a regular house room out there and everything. But that's where she always kept her canned stuff right there, and had pretty good luck with it. So it's a lot of different ways that people do things and all that, but canning can take up a lot of space with the jars and all. But at the same time, I think that it's pretty space efficient. If you've got tall, cabinet area, whatever, you can stack jars on top of each other too. Stack them in there pretty tight where they won't fall over or anything like that. But you can stack them on top of each other. Hey, Roman Prepper, good to see you in here. But preferably, when I stack jars, the wide mouth jars stack better than the regular mouth does. And especially stacking pints is easier than quarts. There's less chance of them falling over and everything. But good to see you in here, Roman Prepper. I've been meaning to message you again and see how things are going. Hey, Diabetic. Good to see you in here. It's going pretty good on my end. Not too bad. Just getting in here and live streaming again and enjoying this rain we've been getting for the last few days. That'll be good, Tamara. Yeah, Jennifer, I can understand that. Um, I'm not sure how to help you on that. I don't know if you have any space under your bed or anything, but you could stack jars under there. Uh, a lot of people, like, I can't remember right off, but a lot of the homestead channels and things that focus a lot on cooking and all, they have, it's one of them, but I can't remember the name of her channel, but she does a lot of cooking and's got, I'm guessing it's like a studio setup. I mean, as nice as it is, it's a big, wide open kitchen space and counter in the middle and all that, and the whole behind her backdrop or whatever is just, big shelves and, jars of everything sitting there and the little piece of cloth on top to make them real decorative and all that. But that may be an option you could go with if you got a hey, farmer son, good to see you. If you got a space on the counter or like a china cabinet or something like that, you could fill with them and make them look real decorative and all that. It's really hard to say. Good to see you, farmer son. Hopefully you're doing good, and smash the thumbs up. I do appreciate that. Yep, that's right. I forgot. Jennifer Cruz's birthday is today, if I'm remembering right. So we wish you a happy birthday. I just got this mug here from got it in today. It's kind of hard to see, but it's like a neon yellow color on that white. And this is off of my Teespring. But I thought it was pretty cool thing that I came up with, homestead life. So I wanted to go ahead and get a mug of it. Hopefully everybody out there has been doing good. And I need to catch up on everybody's channels and everything. Hopefully been getting ready, and I hear that, Jennifer. Usually I'm not as old as people think I am. People always thought that I was older than I am, especially now since I got a little bit of gray coming in and all that. But anyway, it's pretty funny. But a lot of things going on. Hey Jay, good to see you. I appreciate you coming in here. And Michael, good to see you. We're doing pretty good this evening. Hopefully you are too. But yeah, a lot of things going on in the world and all that. A lot of potential things getting moved into place with all the mandates and everything that could possibly go along with that. So that's something we need to keep in mind. It's not looking good in the Middle East right now. And I don't really know a whole lot about it or kept up with it a whole lot, but I was watching some channels that were talking about it, Warrior Poet being one of them, and I forgot who else, but anyway, as of right now, the I guess I can say Taliban without getting slapped on the wrist, but anyway, the Taliban taking over Afghanistan and getting all the things that the U.S. left behind. They were saying that they're more stronger now and more well equipped than they were 20 years ago, so that might be something that we need to keep in mind, keep an eye out for. Hey Loretta, good to see you. Good to see you, cat lady. Hopefully y'all are doing good out there today. Yeah, Jennifer, I can really understand that. It's crazy right now. These last couple of years has been just really, I guess, mind-boggling, you'd say, or eye-opening or something like that. But like I said, I don't know if it's, just where I live. Dang, cat lady, I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, Berserker working overtime, I understand that, but like I said, I don't know if it's just my area or, I can't speak for everybody, but with everything going on, I've still been, relatively peaceful about it. Of course, God gives peace and comfort and everything, and then the being in a rural area, it's definitely more peaceful to me. There's nothing going on right now that I'm immediately worried about for me. Of course I feel for people that are in less fortunate situations and everything, but for me, I don't really have anything immediately to worry about. Being out in the sticks, it kind of buys you some time. Like I said with the Taliban thing. Hey Shorty, good to see you. With the Taliban thing, then the potential for another terrorist attack goes way up. With their recent victory, they're going to be, morality or morals is going to be pretty high. Their confidence is going to be high, rather, I should say. So they're going to be riding on that, and also they've got, a lot of new toys that were left behind for them to play with. So, yeah, it's a potential for more attacks, and I do worry about that. But at the same time, for me and mine living out here in the sticks, we don't really have to worry about that too much. Your bigger cities, like New York, California, and places with a lot of people are their primary targets. Yeah, and as far as the tyranny and potential thereof, from different things, mandates and everything like that going on, I think we're in a relatively safe place from it too. A lot of people out here feel the same way that we do about things going on, and of course there'll be a little bit of it out here, but I don't think it's going to be hardcore like in the bigger cities and things like that. Cat lady, we didn't really have any bad weather today. We got a passing shower or two. We had a downpour last night, but it really wasn't bad with that. It had a little bit of thunder and a little bit of lightning, but nothing too outrageous. But they were calling for bad storms here a few days ago, but we didn't really get it. We got a little bit of rain and just a little bit of thunder and a little bit of lightning, but we didn't get any high winds or anything like that, so we're doing pretty good on that. Hopefully you're doing good and everything on the homestead's doing good. Tornadoes and heavy rain. No, we didn't get any tornadoes. Hopefully, everything's all right and didn't do too much damage or didn't touch down or something. But yeah. Anyway, I guess it won't be too long now before it starts getting cooler and time to fire the greenhouse back up. But right now, when it started getting so hot and everything just kind of played its course and died out in the greenhouse. So yeah, Roman Prepper. I'm really not surprised by that. I mean, over in that place of the world, that's just what they believe in. That's right, diabetic. It's better just to destroy it than it is to let them get a hold of it. But in my opinion, it may not be politically correct, and it may not be what everybody else's opinion is, but I don't think that we should have been over there playing with them for 20 years. I think right after 9/11, when we went over there, I think we should have went ahead and dealt with the problem immediately than to be over there playing with them, if you know what I mean by that. My dad always said need to go over there and destroy it all and make a cornfield out of it. Got new pigs, goats, chickens, and now a new horse. That sounds pretty interesting. Yeah, Shorty, the heat's been brutal this year, and the lack of rain to go with it. Yeah, Roman Prepper. But yeah, it's just been a big waste of time and money in my opinion. Like I said, I don't have anything to do with the military. I've never been in the military or know how those things work and everything, but it just seems like a big waste of time and money and, American people, soldiers, to be over there for basically no reason. I mean, it's just how they're born and raised over there. You'll never change their minds. You'll never change their culture. I mean, that's just, how it is over there. And you're not going to, go over there and westernize their culture. They're just not having it. I'm sorry to hear that, cat lady. Yeah, Shorty, it is California. The drought out there is bad. I know in the beginning of growing season, I seen where a lot of farmers in California wasn't even planting anything because there was just no need. It was just so hot and dry. Hey, Deborah, good to see you. Yeah, cat lady, how's them grandbabies doing? But yeah. That's fine, cat lady. We'll see you in a minute. Yeah, Shorty, that's a sad thing to hear. Empty fields all around. I really think this coming year is going to bite us on the food shortage and grain shortage from all these droughts and crop failures. I mean, it was already, pretty bad and coming anyway, but then this year with, the drought and a lot of people not having crops, I think we're really going to feel the effect of it next year. Yeah, Carrie, that's true. California has a ton of wildfires. It's it's rough. But yeah, I'm hoping we've been steadily progressing in the last couple of years. For yeah, Shorty, I definitely believe that. It's like I was talking about earlier out here. We got kind of a drought and it's been dry and everything. We've been getting rain this week, but we've been really behind in our normal rain schedule, and we're probably not going to have a second cutting this year of hay. But I mean, we've got plenty of hay. We ain't got to worry about it. But it's just probably not going to be a second cut. And I can only imagine out there being able to get hay and everything. Um, there's probably a lot of people in California and stuff like that that's buying hay from somewhere back this way or something that didn't have that much of a drought and shortage and everything. They're probably having to truck a lot of that hay across the country over there. But we've been steadily improving the last couple of years that we've been doing this homesteading, and next year I'm hoping we can continue that and keep going to the next phase. Um, like I said, I've got that corn grinder that wow, $25 for a small bale. Is that a square bale or a small round bale? Either way, that's really high. Out here, hay's going for like $35 for a 4x5 roll, or anywhere at $3, $4, $5 a piece for a square bale. Yeah, diabetic. Hopefully you'll be getting some rain soon. But anyway, I got that grain grinder, the hammer mill for the corn, and hopefully I can raise 4 or 5 acres next year of field corn so I can make some of our own feed and cut down on some of the cost and depending on the feed store and all that stuff. But anyway, we're moving along one step at a time. Square bale. Wow, that is up there. Yeah, like I said, it's only going about $4 or $5 out here for a square bale. But anyway, like I said, it's we're trying to move into the next level to have enough to, hey cat lady, welcome back, to supply our homestead for the prepping side. If things get bad or collapse and everything, then we're good to go. And we also want to move into where we're able to sell some stuff to make some money to kind of make the homestead pay for itself. Kind of getting more into the farming aspect. But right now we're moving along that way. Hopefully we can continue to do that. Right now we've got 5 feeder pigs to kill this year in the winter. And I'm really wanting to build some more hog pens and everything like that, and be able to get a sow hog and a bull hog to be able to breed our own, because we really had trouble finding these pigs back when we were trying to get them in the beginning of the spring. So we finally ended up getting them, but they're a lot smaller than I want them to be at this time of the year. And also we got these for normal price from a friend of ours, but when we were looking back in the beginning of the year, of the spring, they were having, pigs that were 30 and 40 pounds, and they wanted $100 a piece for them, and they're just not worth that. So we had to wait a while to get them, and finally found some. But I'd like to be able to get our own to breed, and where we wouldn't have to worry about buying any and everything like that. Wow, cat lady. Walmart in South Carolina had nothing on the shelves. Yeah, cat lady, I understand that. Being a rescue farm. But yeah, we're working on keep building up the homestead and the farm over the years here, and all of that stuff. I enjoy doing it, and the kids enjoy. I hadn't seen any of your latest ones, cat lady. I'll have to check into that. I remember a couple weeks ago or so you sent me a couple videos and pictures and stuff, but I hadn't checked up recently. Yeah, that's right, diabetic. You said you'd buy some pickles. That's right. Yeah, hopefully we can get things moving. I'd like to get some more fruit trees next year and get those in. I like having things like that come back every year that you don't have to worry about planting or getting seeds for and everything like that. Hopefully we were planning on getting a lot of blackberries this year off of the vines, but with that drought it didn't turn out. They all dried up. So hopefully next year we'll be able to do that. And the vines that I got from my buddy World Without Rule of Law, hopefully they'll do good next year and maybe produce next year. I don't know how long it takes berry vines like that to start producing, but we'll see. I'd really like to get a concrete pad and build a hog pen around it. It would be easier to raise the little ones and keep it clean and everything like that, being able to come on concrete and scrape it off with a tractor. And I'd like to build a shed, a barn type, where I can feed the cows in the winter. It really helps save on hay, being able to feed them indoors like that versus out in the elements and stuff, especially when you get snow and everything. And also be able to clean the barn out for the manure and compost and everything like that. One channel I've really been watching, I don't know if y'all have checked them out or not, but it's Just a Few Acres Farm. He's a guy in New York, but he's got a small farm, and that's how they're making their living with cows and everything else. He's got a lot of old tractors that they use, and I think it's real cool being able to see all that old stuff, being able to use and run a farm like that and make a living and not have to go out and buy all brand new stuff. But he takes all of his manure and old bedding and everything like that and old hay and composts it and spreads it out on the fields, and it really makes the pastures and the hayland come to life with that compost manure stuff. It's a slow release fertilizer versus commercial fertilizer. It's a lot better for the land being organic like that than it is with the commercial stuff, and it's a lot cheaper. And yeah, it's something I'd like to be able to do, is to have a lot of that around to spread on the fields and everything. But then I'd need a spreader and everything like that. But Like I said, we're moving forward with the homestead and farm deal, and hopefully we can keep on uh, adding new things and getting more established and all that through the coming years. And we'll just have to see. I'm not sure. Hey, B&B, good to see you on here. But like I said, hopefully if things are able to stay relatively normal, then we'll be able to keep going with the farm stuff and building up and everything. And I mean, if we have a collapse, I'm not sure, you know, what it'll look like then, but at least we'll be set up to the best of our abilities so far. Yeah, Jennifer, you really usually let it set for a year and break down and everything. It's really not that smelly, but then again, I'm used to things like that. But you know, usually people have an area off to the side to be able to do that, and it really, you know, after a few days or something, doesn't really smell that much. It just kind of, you know, breaks down on its own with the heat and everything. Small compost piles, a lot of people will take and cover them with a tarp or something like that to make them build up heat and break down faster, and also probably cut down on some of the smell too. But really, when you got livestock running around, especially hogs and stuff like that, it doesn't really bother you, because, you know, just about any time you go outside, you can either smell the hog pen down there, or either smell that male goat we got, or, you know, something like that. So it's really not a big deal for us. Alright, cat lady, good to see you in here. Hopefully you'll be safe through the storm and everything will pass over pretty smooth. But we'll see you after a while. But yeah, it's really a lot of things going on. I don't really, it's really hard to have free time anymore. I really want to be doing something, you know, all the time, making progress, doing something. There's a lot of you know, projects on the plate for different times and everything like that. Come winter, when things are slowing down and cold and bad weather and everything like that, I plan on being able to get in my sheds and reorganize them, probably throw a bunch of stuff away and everything like that. That's probably going to be a winter project. We got a like a Carnex, like a shipping container. I'm not sure how big it is. I'd say it's probably 20 foot long, something like that. But it doesn't have a roof in it. It looks like it had a removable roof and somebody took it off, or either they, you know, cut it off or something like that. So we're planning on either flipping it over and using it that way, or I may just end up building a roof on it. I'm not sure at the moment yet, but it'll be a good place to store different things, and like the square bales and stuff. It'll be a good place to store them out to weather and everything like that. Or you know, next year after we get the corn harvest, if we're able to do that and grind it into feed, it'll be a good place to store the feed and all. Jennifer, that's pretty interesting. Making tiny homes out of it. Yeah, you probably could do that. I've seen some people take and put them down in the ground and make like a storm shelter or bunker type thing out of them. But it's a lot of things that you can do if you just be a little creative, and that's one thing I like about homesteading and farming and prepping and everything. Uh, a lot of things is something that you can repurpose, or uh, a little bit of engineering and stuff like that, and really make something that'll work for you and not cost you a ton of money, and uh, being a little more self-sufficient, really. Yeah, Jennifer, they're not too bad. They're a pretty decent price, and like I said, being metal and everything, it's should stand up to the elements pretty well. Keeping it painted and everything like that, so it doesn't rust out. But it's should last a lot longer than wood type stuff and everything like that. You could make a smokehouse out of it, but we already got one of those built, so probably just use this for regular storage type thing. Um, all the hay equipment I got, I need to bring that out and get them all cleaned out and working, and adjusted up and everything like that, so they'll be ready to go. Whether I be able to use them this fall for second cutting, or either next year for spring cutting, we'll see on that. Um, I got the loader attachment for my tractor home, but it's got a lot of work that needs to be done to it, so I'm not sure how long it'll take me to get it on and everything. Hey Loretta, good to see you back. It's like I said, it's like everything else. It's been sitting for a long time. The loader's actually been sitting longer than the tractor, because the tractor's been sitting 6 or 7 years, and the loader's probably been sitting 8 or 9. I don't remember how long it's been since we used it. But when the hydraulics messed up on the tractor, we just took the loader off so we could use the tractor for different things. So all the lines are rotten, and it had been moved around and everything like that, and a couple of the fittings are broke off in the cylinders. I was able to get one out, but the other one's still stuck in there, and I'm not sure how or if you'll be able to get it out. The first fitting was a brass, so it didn't really seize up. Brass doesn't really seize up in metal, like metal on metal when it rusts together. The other fitting that's broke off in there is metal, so it's in there pretty tight. I got a easy out in it, and I tried to heat it a little bit and get it to turn loose, but it still wouldn't do it. I had a pipe wrench on it, probably about that long or so, and it ended up stripping the teeth out on the pipe wrench, and it wouldn't budge. So I'm gonna have to see if somebody else has got a better way to get it out than I do. If not, I might have to get a new cylinder for it or something. But anyway, like I said, that's projects on down the road. Like I said, when you get into homesteading and small farming, it's always something to be done. Work's never done. It's always something that needs to be, or can be done to benefit you down the road. I appreciate it, Jennifer, but I ain't really, all that smart with it. I just get by with it. But yeah, otherwise, everything's going pretty well, going pretty steady. Um, Cows are growing pretty good. They've fattened up a whole lot. Hopefully, we'll be able to have a calf sometime this year or next year. It takes a cow about 9 months or so, so we'll see. We're hoping to be able to get a few more cows, but we hadn't been able to add to the herd yet. they're kind of expensive most of the time. It seems like right now, all the sales that we've been to trying to pick up one, they've been selling real high, so we hadn't bought any yet. We also want to get the woods back here fenced in over the winter time and give them a bigger area to be in. And cows can gain a whole lot of grazing off of trees and bushes and stuff, the leaves, especially when things get kind of dry. The leaves stay on there and stay green longer than the grass does, so having a big woods area for them is a real benefit, in my opinion. And the goats and all, they're doing pretty well. One of them's kind of not feeling too good at the moment. She's got worms and stuff again. We've had more trouble with her than the rest of them for some reason. But we give her a wormer and some iron and vitamin B complex, so she's doing a little better now. Hopefully she'll be good to go before too long. And hopefully it'll be having some baby goats in the future. I don't know, it just doesn't seem like the goats want to reproduce as much as like cows and chickens and rabbits and everything like that. It just seems like they're real slow. We thought it was 2 or 3 of them pregnant, but one of them did have a miscarriage a few months ago, and then we thought we had 3 of them pregnant, but it looks like now it's only one of them, so we'll probably only have one baby. Jennifer, we really want to milk them, but they, the ones we got this year, they were either, young ones that's never had a kid, or either older ones that the milk had done dried up and everything, so they have to have a baby before they start producing milk again, and then hopefully we'll be able to milk them after that. But we are planning on milking them. I actually like goat milk a lot better than the pasteurized cow milk that you buy in the store. Like I said, this is a rural country out here, a lot of small farms and things like that. And a buddy of ours knows somebody that's got milk cows, and we've been buying fresh cow milk from them. And I've been drinking that some, and I like that a whole lot better than the pasteurized. A lot of people don't like the pure regular milk, but I do. And I think the pure regular cow milk is pretty similar to the pure goat milk. So we have considered getting a milk cow as well, but we hadn't done that yet. We were at the sale the other week, and they had a couple of dairy cow baby cows and their calves that we were going to try to get one of those, but they just sold way too high. They're still on the bottle, so you got to feed them 2 or 3 times a day, and they really only worth about $100, and they went for I think $220 or something. So they went way higher than we wanted to pay for it, because you got your time and effort of having to feed them 2 or 3 times a day like that, and also buying the replacement milk to feed them is pretty expensive too. So we let them go on by. Yeah, Diabetic Pepper, that would be a good place there. I've never been duck hunting. I always wanted to go. We usually do some dove hunting, but I've never been able to go duck hunting yet. I appreciate that, Loretta. We're definitely blessed out here to have everything we have. Like I said, it is a lot of work and a lot of stress and everything like that, but at the end of the day, I wouldn't want to do anything different. I definitely wouldn't trade it for living in a city or nothing like that. Really, for me, living in a city would be like being in prison. I've always been in the country. I grew up in the country, and that's the only way of life I know. But seems to be changing a lot nowadays. There's not very many people my age that's still interested in living in the country, and definitely not interested in working in a farm and things like that. They won't take the easy route, 9 to 5 job, and that's it. But it's really sad, but the old ways are dying. I mean, it's just a fact. Nobody wants to carry it on anymore. Back in the old days, you'd have farms, 2 and 3 generation farms, maybe even more than that. But now nobody's wanting to put their hand to the plow no more. That's exactly right, Loretta. Everybody now would rather have a government handout than get out and do something. If they do have a job, they want something easy and do as little as they can to get by and get paid top dollar for it. That's one thing with homesteading and small farming. You definitely can't be lazy and do it. That's for sure. But yeah, it's really sad to see for me. The old way of life is dying out. The farms are dying out and being closed down. The music is dying out. Bluegrass and old-fashioned country is really dying out, making way for all this other stuff. And the churches are really going that same route. The old traditional values and the hard preaching against sin and being holy is really going out. The new churches and the new age gospel and stuff that they're preaching, they don't want any of that. They want to take it and preach today. Whatever you do is okay. You can live any kind of way you want. Teach the prosperity gospel. You come to Jesus for an easy life and to get rich and just so he'll bless you and things like that. But they're preaching a false doctrine that it's false. That's all it is to say about it. But nobody wants to hear the truth and the old ways no more because it's hard. Nobody wants anything hard anymore. It's a soft society now. You can't say anything to offend anybody. You can't call anybody out on their sin or on their bull crap. As you can see every day in the media and social media and everything like that, people getting banned and shut down and everything like that. It's becoming a new society now, and I guess we're a dying breed, maybe. I really feel like I was born outside of my time. I'm not but 28, but I don't really feel like I belong in this generation. I feel like I'm more of an older style generation, the way I think and act. That's exactly right, Deborah. And it's by design. It's by design. The ones that are pushing this stuff know it, but they don't care because they're getting rich off of it. The leaders have sold us out, basically. Yep, that's right, Shorty. That's exactly right. I couldn't it's no way I could live in a city. Not having, especially apartments, you have, a little small room and, all those people crowded around you. Nothing but concrete and asphalt. It would be prison to me. And not only that, the traffic. I mean, I hate going to our small big city around here. We always call it going to town, but really, for what people consider a city, it's very small. But it's about 30 miles from us or something like that. But it's not for me. Yeah, that's right, Loretta. But yeah, I was able to get in here a little while earlier and played a few songs and everything on here, and I did a pre-recorded video using StreamYard here so I could use my microphone and everything. So it's first time trying that out, and if I get everything set up right, the video is supposed to stream tomorrow at 12:20 or something like that, I think. But anyway, if you're interested in that, it should be coming out tomorrow, as long as I got all my ducks in a row with this program. I like how you put that, Tamara, the country mouse. But yeah, that's pretty cool. I've got my mic here set up for stereo instead of the echo cancellation. So hopefully it'll pick up the music and everything a little bit better than it's been doing. Alright, Jennifer, you have a good night. We appreciate you being in here. Deborah, I believe he's doing pretty good. They've been real busy here lately doing a bunch of revivals and everything. He actually hadn't been to our church in 2 weeks. I've been teaching the Sunday school there in the mornings. Then somebody else is preaching because he's been out doing a whole lot of revivals. That's good, B&B. Hopefully you'll enjoy the video tomorrow. But like I said, there's probably still a lot of adjustments I can do for the microphone to make it sound better and everything, but I hadn't learned all that yet. I'm still not a technical person or anything like that. I'm alone, prepared where the saints abide, over in the glory land, and I long to be by my Savior's side, over in the glory land, just over in the glory land. I'll join at the angel band, over in the glory land. Alright, like I said, hopefully the sound is a little bit better, and I believe the echo thing that was on here, the cancellation, it was cutting out the instruments a lot more. So hopefully it's sounding better now than it's been sounding. But anyway, I guess I'll go ahead and wrap it up. I appreciate everybody being in here, and Beautiful Life. Yeah, I've done that one a few times. My dad used to play that one a lot when I was a kid. I don't have the words here in front of me, but I'll see if I can remember what some of them. Each day I'll do a golden deed. I help in those who are in need. Life on earth is but a span, so I'll do the best I can. Life's evening sun sinking low. Few more days I must go. Live the deeds I have done, or there will be no setting sun. While going down life's merry road, hard ahead, time is low. I try to turn the night to day, make flowers bloom along the way. Life's evening sun is sinking low. Few more days and I must go to meet the need that I have done, where there will be no setting sun, where there will be no setting sun. That's about all I can remember out of that one. Like I said, I don't really have time to play as much anymore, so I don't remember a lot of the songs that I used to do and everything. I got a few of them over here. I printed the words out so I could keep up with them and all, but I need to go through and find some more of them and print them out so I'll have them and all. But anyway, well, I appreciate that, Diabetic. And I appreciate that, B&B. Hopefully y'all have enjoyed it so far and all. But I guess I'll go ahead and wrap it up. And I appreciate everybody being in here. And hopefully we'll be able to stream again next week. Probably going to move to Tuesday. Like tonight. Probably Tuesday at 9 or so. Or maybe 8:30 if I can, get everybody settled down earlier. But anyway, we'll see. Hopefully we'll be here next week, and appreciate everybody watching and subscribing and following my channel and everything like that. And stay prepped up, prayed up, and strapped up. See ya.